fucking bone. Put it away. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So, yeah. I really don't know, but, maybe you're still watching. Maybe you're not. But I strongly hope, and I do mean hope, that you actually did. Because that means that you might care. And if you might care, you might need Medicare. Because chances are you're older than I am. Which, that's kind of strange. Medicare has actually been suggesting I get Medicare. Do I look old enough for Medicare? I don't think I do. But, it kind of happens. So, anyway, take the time to look through my channel. And I do mean look through it. I've done some stupid stuff. I've done some smart stuff. I've done things for kids. I've done things not for kids. And, hey, I've actually done a few things that you might like. And there's something else that you might not realize. I'm a suggestible person. That don't mean advertise your bullshit, but drop me a suggestion. And I do mean drop me a suggestion. I'm very open to suggestion. In fact, I'm a very open-minded person. The thing of it is, a lot of people don't realize that there's a lot more to a lot of people than just what's on the surface. You gotta dig a little deeper. And if you dig a little deeper, you might find connections that you didn't realize were even there. I don't care about this company over here in the corner. You know, that freaking banner ad that keeps popping up on your phone. I'm not using an iPhone. I'm not. But I've had one before. And it was pretty good while I had it. Till it got stolen. Quit looking at my peanut butter. I'm saying, I've actually got a lot of important things that I've said in this video. And if you watched this far, thank you so much. Because people like you have helped people like me for the longest time. Because you don't care if you know the guy. You don't care if he's important or not. You might want to hear what he has to say. It might be important. He might give you some of his peanut butter. He might not. But at the same, if you hear him out, he might share. But don't kid yourself. I'm not going to share. That's my peanut butter. And by the time that it got to you, you may not want it anyway. That stuff, if it sits too long, there is a neat fact about it though, and you may not realize this. Peanut butter is actually one of the very few things that you can keep on the shelf for a very long time, and it almost never spoils. It will go stale though, and you may not want to eat it when it's stale, because it don't taste the best. But that's beside the point. What I'm saying is there's a lot more important things out there, and you should gather information to look for what you actually want to look for. And don't beat around the bush. Not all of us are looking for that. We're not looking for that, sir. Get that out of your mind. Yeah, actually, I'm looking for that over there. The thing beside that. No, I you can keep that to yourself. I don't want anything to do with that. But that other thing over there by the other thing, over there by that other thing, it's in the middle of that other stuff, that's sort of like, let's face it. I'm talking about things that are connected, but society deems they are not profitable and thus not legal. I'm talking about ways to actually help yourself, better yourself, and on the cheap, because it doesn't feed society's greed. So think about it. Like, All right. So the surface, all right. You look at it, you see what's there, and if you're drunk or foolish, then you think that surface looks pretty damn good. Dig a little deeper. It gets dirtier. But that's what I'm talking about. That's the thing that's bothering me. There's more to it. You go to your website, or, your search engine. Don't matter what you use. Google or what the hell ever. They're all owned by the same company. You think that dude got that much money by just being a good guy? Hell no. He got that money by robbing people. He did not. Okay, I will state under sworn oath of penalty of perjury that he did not actually go up to somebody and rob them. He used paperwork to do it like a politician will. That sort of thing. So, legally, he did not commit a crime because he did it through the proper paperwork. So, if you want to commit a crime, you got to go fill out the proper paperwork with the proper authorities to commit that crime. And believe me, you can do it, and you can do it legal. You just have to go do the right paperwork. Yeah, if you want to be a citizen of the United States, seriously, all you got to do is just go fill out the paperwork and do it legally. You don't have to come over here and just start camping out. Well, you thought I was talking about a different crime? I was. Oh, wait, I wasn't. Or wait, was I? Do you even know? Because it's so freaking convoluted, nobody knows. And that's the thing. What was legal is not now. What's never been legal is if you've got the right paperwork. By the way, if you want to know the technical truth and if that immigration thing bothers you, go the fuck home. You don't belong where you're at because you received stolen property. You don't realize that? You don't realize it? Seriously. Just because it's been bought from a lot of different people does not mean that it was ever not stolen property. Yeah. The guy that you bought it off of legally with the proper paperwork, he didn't get it legally either. And the guy before him, 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 and the guy before him. It goes back about, oh my God, hell, 1,000 years or better. But you didn't know that, did you? I mean, it might have went back that long, but certain crimes were committed at certain times, and depending on the time that they were committed, whether they had the paperwork to do it or not, it might be illegal. It might not be. But American land? Hello? You just bought it after you killed the other owner and swept him under the rug and then planted a flower pot on top of him, and then just miraculously some magical vendor put a little for sale sign on his property? Yeah, I'm talking about Fable. Well, you thought I was talking about when the white man come and stole the Indians' land and then killed over half of them and then made the rest of them go away, and then, by the way, most white men are saying, hey, you're not white, you get the hell out of this country. Really? Well, you're telling that guy to go back where he belongs? You're telling that guy to go back where he belongs? Plane trip to Britain, one way is like $5,000. Wait a minute. That's not right. Because $5,000 to get your ass back where you fucking belong, that ain't right either. Because You have to work illegally for somebody that has property that they illegally got from somebody that it was stolen from. And you gotta commit like a lot of crimes just to get your ass back home. You should be fucking deported. Yeah, I'm talking about that dude over there beside you. I'm not talking to you. Or am I? Because you were born here, you've got the right to be here. It doesn't matter that your mama's grandma didn't exactly come over here on the Amistad. Yeah, I'm talking about that black dude in the corner. Yeah, sure, just, think about him for a second. He didn't want to be here first. Hell, I've lived here all my life. I barely want to be here. But the problem, I belong here. You want to know how I belong here, but you don't? My ancestors were here first. My grandparents were here first. Their grandparents were here first. Yeah, I'm awful white. But am I wrong? But beyond that, seriously, if you're actually watching the video, I implore you, watch another one. And if you like any of them, hit the button, let me know. And if you don't like them, hey, hit the other button, let me know. And if you want to, take a minute, and if I've said something that you like, tell me about it. If I said something you don't like, tell me about it. In fact, if I said anything at all that you heard, tell me about it. I don't care if you roast me, love me, hate me, whatever. You watched. So, I didn't get anything out of it. I just did it for you. I didn't do anything for my own benefit. I'm trying to help everybody. Because a lot of people, they look at others like there's somebody different. There's nobody different. Well, you think that person sitting next to you is somebody else? You are the same person. You are me. And we are all one. United we stand, divided we fall. Think about that. Some of the truest words ever spoken, and they don't even get the proper notification anymore. But hey, if you click subscribe and the notification bell, you'll be able to find out when I post another video. Don't get too hopeful right now, because I don't get to record all the time. Because I'm struggling to survive. Because everybody's been working so hard to keep everybody apart. It's so hard to survive in this world. And I do mean that. Like, literally. It is the hardest thing in the world to survive because everybody's trying to stay apart. Come together, people. Work together. I come from a broken home, but that don't mean it can't be mended. I've got friends that grew up on the streets. I've also got friends that have never tasted depravity in their life. I've got friends in high places. I've got friends in low places. I've got friends that would give you the shirt off their back even if they didn't have a shirt to give. I've got neighbors hopelessly addicted to random shit. I've got people. But that's the thing. They are not different. They are you and they are me. That weird kid over in this, in that side desk that looks funny, he ain't funny. He's just, he's got his own way. But that doesn't mean that he's different. Because you do it one way, don't mean that there's not another way to do it. And hey, I might crack a lot of jokes, but I make a lot of sense too. If you've even bothered to listen to any of my rant, I greatly appreciate that you did. But if you made it this far, then why not look a little deeper? Try a little harder, look a little further. Because if you subscribe to other people and they subscribe to you, or, if they subscribe to you, hey, subscribe back. Be your friend's brother. You don't have to be his estranged business partner, no. Take your friend by the hand. Be his family. Be her family. Be her brother. Be her sister. Hey, you see that girl over there that has that weird scar on her head that, kind of looks like a fucked up chicken with half its wing cut off? Well, that doesn't matter. It don't matter how she looks. It don't matter what she did. If she didn't wrong you, don't judge her. Don't judge a book by its cover either. Because a lot of the best books in the world are printed on stolen paper anyway. You didn't think about that, did you? See, nobody owns land. Land is dirt. Land is garbage. Land is refuse. Nobody owns it. Nobody does. That don't mean you can just go up and take it because you want it. And that goes for anything. Anything at all. But, educate yourself. There's a lot of things that you really need to do. And I don't mean just me and you. I mean everybody you know. This entire collection of people that are not even connected, you think. But we're all one. And it boils back down to that same saying. We are united. Because in unity, we are strong. Separate, we are weak. The strongest people in the world got where they are by standing on the shoulders of giants. But that don't mean that the sparrow can't fly higher than the eagle. That was another inspiring part that I'd seen. It was an old saying, but that didn't mean that it was wrong. Because for the sparrow to fly higher than the eagle, the sparrow sat between the eagle's wings, and when the eagle flew as high as he could, the sparrow jumped off his shoulders and flew even higher. But whenever you look at him, that sparrow, he couldn't fly higher than the eagle without doing that. But the eagle was not overcumbered by the sparrow. And if people look at literature and look at art and, actually look at existence itself, nobody had to spend money on your creation, but you're here. So, did you even get here the way that you think you did? Honestly, we will never know. Because that's part of it. Existence either is or ain't. Is or isn't. It is or it is not. There is not a combination where it's both. Because it is literally one or the other. And people don't realize that. The biggest minds in society, the highest levels of science, they say that everything exists because two atoms collided. Dude, where'd the atom come from? We just won the lottery, but that's probably a scam. Don't click on that banner. Don't click that banner. Quit picking your nose. Quit flicking it on your sister. And, dude, that guy over there doing that weird thing with that other thing, he's normal too. Don't judge people. It doesn't really matter. If they didn't wrong you, then you shouldn't judge them. Granted, if they did wrong you, by all means, right that wrong. Or seek justice for it. And, you know, hell, I understand that is a really freaking long video. Way longer than I was actually planning to. But honestly, I didn't know where I was going to go with it. In fact, I thought I was going to go somewhere completely different, and then I got sidetracked. And then I did it this way, and that way, and then this other way. And then I got sidetracked again. But, you know, scroll back through the video if you want to. Look at each segment. See how they're connected. And then, you know, educate yourself a little further. Try to dig a little deeper. Look for the thing that stands out the most. Other than my big ugly mug. Because it's weird, ain't it? That little thing that stuck out to you the most. And no, I'm not talking about the Mexican that came over here without his family that didn't bring a green card. I'm talking about the thing that actually stuck out. Because everything I've covered, in fact, there's hundreds of thousands of more things that I can cover, but it's not anything new. It's nothing different. It's all connected. Something ain't right. You got to figure it out. And you got to spread the news. Because my ass can't do it. I don't have the money to do it. And you're working a harder job than I am. So, you know, when you sit back to relax, watch a little bit of TV, think about it. You work harder than I do. You get paid more than I do. In fact, I don't get paid anything at all. At all. Like, literally, the only time I can do anything at all is whenever I build up a little bit of money to get something for content. And anytime I'm actually filming a video, I got something on my mind. And this is more or less a way for me to vent. So, you know, it's like, in one hand, I can give off information to air. Hell, full disclosure. And yeah, the weird person that's got super bad PTSD, let me apologize to you and give you a little bit of closure. I can't actually see you. Or at least, you know, like not through the phone that I'm recording with. And I can't turn the camera around to show the phone that I'm recording with. I literally am recording this with my cell phone. It's an Android. Doesn't really matter. It's still better than Apple. And I'll explain why. Because it was cheaper. Oh, you wanted a better explanation? No, that's it. I mean, it was cheaper. That makes it better. Because it does the same damn job. It didn't have that specialized night vision lens with the telephoto scope that can take a look at that pretty girl in the next dorm without her shirt on. Get your mind out the gutter. I bought it because it's cheaper and it does the exact same thing. And any phone you get, no matter what the carrier, no matter what the service, there are different things you can modify the phone with to do anything you need it to do. You don't have to buy that $1,000 iPhone to have the same effect as that $1,000 iPhone. Now think of that. You can get the same effect done for about $300. I might not know everything that it does, but think about it. That one special thing that stuck out to you the most, that reason you spent that $1,000, come on, dumbass. I know damn well it wasn't because you loved the whole thing. No. That one little thing is what pushed that button for you. That little thing that stuck out the most, that's what hit that little button. That's the one that says, yeah, that's what I want. I'm going to spend $1,000 on that. I'm not even going to think twice about it. That's what stuck out to you. That one little thing. Yeah. I know it wasn't the whole deal. Is that one little piece. That cherry on top. That amazing raison d'etre. I mean, that nice little thing. That one little bitty perfect thing. It made it all right. Yeah, I'm talking about that joint you smoked before you picked it up. You didn't think I knew about that, did you? I'm joking. I don't know if you smoked a joint or not. But hey, if you did, I'm not going to judge you. I'm not. Hell, you know what? I'm only human. And I hope this whole video can get uploaded and actually get produced and put out on YouTube. And that I don't get amazing levels of community flag for my language and content. But I'm going to try to upload the video here shortly. I'll see where it goes. But yes, what I was saying early in the video, and I actually made a little bit more reference to, here at this point in the video. I'm saying that one of my friends, introduced me to a very interesting way to connect. If you'll subscribe to me, I will look through my subscribers. Every one of those that are subscribed to me, I'll subscribe back. And by the way, if I like your videos, hell, I'll comment. If I don't like your video, I'll comment. But be warned. I do speak my mind. Periodically, I don't have a filter, and depending on my mood, you could get an amazing, strong, march toward the future kind of inspirational quote that will just drive you to the ends of the earth and say, hey, you're the one that can make a difference. Or if I'm not in that mood, if I'm in that other mood, and trust me, you know the one I'm talking about, yeah. You think you're going to be somebody special, but man, I'll tell you off. I'll tell you the worst damn thing. I'll tell you what I did to your daughter in Cambodia. I'll tell you what I did to your son-in-law over there in New Jersey. Whew, you don't want to know what I did to your son-in-law in New Jersey. He didn't want to know what I did to him. But he thanked me when I finished. I'm not talking about that. Get your mind out of the gutter. I'm talking about when I beat him at chess. Because I showed him a new strategy technique on how to do it. Get your mind out the gutter. It's a cigarette. And yes, I know it's going to kill me. I don't care. I hate these things. But at the same, just like any addict, I'm stuck on them. But you don't have to be. Don't do what I do. Do as I say. Help people. Don't hurt them. And subscribe to me, I'll subscribe to you, and suggest other people that subscribe to you, so you'll subscribe back. And by the same chain, you'll make it even bigger and better. And Justice, I apologize for the length of this, bro. But if you can do me that solid, and if you'll do me that favor that I ask you to do, please let me know how it went. And I'm so sorry about the length. If you have to edit it shorter, I totally understand. It's just, I had something to talk about, and I needed to talk about it. And to everyone else that I've reached out to, thank you a lot. Believe me, I would not be here without you. And I don't mean just posting videos on YouTube or not. Some of you helped me through the hardest parts of my life. And you mean a lot to me. And some of you, you may not know it, but you pushed me to step forward. You pushed me to, keep pushing on. And it's worth it. Everything is worth it. All the joy, all the pain, everything you've ever felt is worth it. Because the ends justify the means. And it may not seem like a pretty journey, but it is a beautiful destination if we can work together to get there. And I hope that I did something for you today, like a lot of you did for me. Thank you, and I'll see you again.